Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. I'm Methodical Destruction, and today we will be continuing by going down this pipe into the unknown. Well, not really the unknown, but we're going to go down here anyway. And if you watched the cutscenes in the last video, you shall know that we are going to the Petal Meadows, which is not as far away as you would imagine. There is a spiky Goomba down there. You know what? I'm going to fight it off screen, so I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, now that that's over, we shall go to Petal Meadows now. But before we go, there is a tentacle sticking out of the ground. Now, if you examine it, it is kind of soggy. So you can either hammer it or jump on it. Let's jump on it. So yes, we are fighting a giant blooper, and this isn't actually a very difficult boss. Bloopity bloop 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 bloop. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, and basically what we're going to do is, first we're going to tattle on him with Goombella. And basically what she'll explain in this description, aside from being really grossed out with this blooper, is that the blooper uses its tentacles to attack you. And the tentacles have their own HP. So I would not recommend attacking the tentacles because there's actually something else you can do. Assuming you picked up the fire flower earlier that I picked up, you can simply use it right now. And that will not only get rid of the tentacles, but it will also damage Blooper. So I would definitely recommend doing this. Now, as for your next attack with Goombella, just do a head bonk. And then with Mario, you could do a power smash, which will do even more damage than you would normally do. I almost did all the stylish moves. Oh man, didn't get it. What that was, I don't think I've explained that yet, is that a bingo will basically, if you get 3 matching symbols, then you can get a special boost in battle. Like, if you get 3 flowers, your flower points will be refilled. 3 mushrooms, your mushrooms are refilled, etc. There's also a negative one, which is the poison mushroom, so try not to get 3 of those in a row. And anyway, now that we're done with that, 3 platforms appear, and, I mean 2 platforms, not 3. And we can jump across these platforms to reach the pipe, which will take us to Petal Meadows and Chapter 1. Okay, so now we're in Petal Meadows, and I love the music for this place. Right off the bat, there's a star piece. A good rule of thumb is just to hammer the trees. We'll do a quick save here, I guess. I probably shouldn't be doing this in the middle of recording, but I'm doing it anyway. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to figure out what that giant dragon was. But here's another mushroom. There's a lot of easy-to-get items on this little route here. But we are going up into this next part here, and there are a couple enemy battles, and I will be skipping them all, so... yeah, like this Goomba here, I'm gonna fight, and so I'll be back in a second. And we're back. Okay. These red blocks here are notable because they will always contain a badge. So, they're not that common, but still, get them when you can. Did we hammer this tree? I believe we did. Yes, okay. And I'm going to show this battle, actually, because we are close to leveling up. As you can see, we have 91 star points, or coins, or whatever. And so, in just a tiny bit, we will be leveling up, which will be very nice. We are fighting Paragoombas, and as you can see, this Paragoomba here has a Sleepy Sheep, so it's a good thing that I noticed that, because otherwise it could use that item, and it would hurt us very badly. So just keep that in mind when you're fighting enemies, because if an enemy has an item, they will use it if they are getting damaged by you. Sometimes they won't, but usually they will, so keep that in mind. And as we defeat this last Goomba here, we now have more than enough star points to level up. And after we level up, we can choose to increase our badge points, our flower points, or our heart points. So, usually what I like to do as my first boost is to raise my flower points because of Power Smash. So, you can do whatever you want, though. It doesn't really matter. If you're newer to the game, you probably want to focus on HP and FP, but as you will see, I actually try to focus more on badge points. Another thing to note is that as you progress, you will gain more audience members when you are in battle, and audience members will help you by giving you, what's it called, star energy, I guess, and that's useful, but as you can see here, there is a heart badge, but we cannot reach it. If we try to jump for it, we will miss, and we can't jump up to get it, so we'll have to wait on that. There's a little secret here is that if you hammer this guy a couple times, it will give you a special item called a horsetail. So there we go. And you can do this multiple times. I think there's a limit, but you can use this horsetail, as I will demonstrate here. Oops, wrong button. Oh, wrong button again. I have to get used to my shortcuts. If you use the horsetail, it'll replenish 3 HP. After we leveled up, we both fully healed, so that will not be necessary. So let's go to the next area. And as Goombella just said, use your tattle if you're lost, because more often than not, Goombella will reveal the solution to you. Alright, and as you can see, there's also bushes now, so you'll want to check these. I already checked everything over here, okay. And even though Goombella says you can ask her if you need help, you shouldn't need help for this part, because all you have to do is check this bush here, and a pipe will appear. And you go inside the pipe, and that blue switch in the background will actually reveal a hidden secret, as I will demonstrate in a moment. One thing I find kind of interesting about that effect is that it's not used too often, but I think it looks cool. And also, there's a hidden star piece here. You should see it as you progress, so if you want, if you don't remember, you can always go back and get it. It's not that hard to get. And let's quickly get back to where we were. And now we can cross this bridge that seemingly came out of nowhere. And let's get these bushes here. Oh, we got a little mystery gift. The mystery will basically give you a random effect, which can either be good or bad. I'll use it probably, well, soon enough. But anyway, we are now entering our first town area in the game. That isn't Roadport. And as Goombella mentioned, his house is extremely hideous and pink. But now we are in Petalburg, and I love Petalburg. The music's good, and I like talking to the NPCs. There is a little trouble that involves Bub Oliver later, but we'll get to that when we get to it. And if you talk to this little guy, throughout the game, when you talk to him, he'll talk about playing different Nintendo games. Like, now he's talking about playing Fire Emblem for the Game Boy Advance, which is a good game. And it came out around this time, too, if I recall. This guy here is General White, and he is a Bob-omb, as he is explaining, and he has an important role later in the game, in probably the most annoying side quest in the game, but that doesn't matter. Let's check my items to see how that's going. Yeah, I'll be good for now. And this guy also appears at various times in the game, and I want to read his dialogue just because it's funny. Ah, bonjour, mademoiselle. It is a beautiful day, no? No, 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 not you, Monsieur Mustache. I'm speaking to the lovely little cabbage behind you. What do you say, my pretty? Abandon this dollar, then come away with moi. Oh, sacre bleu. Such brutal honesty, such a sharp tongue. Well, I retreat for now. If you change your mind, Shetty, come find me. This guy appears multiple times, and I find him really hilarious. I mean, he just looks so ridiculous, and his accent is so funny. Here is another one of these bubble... What are they called? Bulborbs or bulbobs? I don't remember. And these are the Traveling Sisters, who also appear at different points of the game, so let's talk to them. So, yeah, they also know about Hooktail. And the reason they're called the Traveling Sisters is because they travel literally everywhere in this game. So that's kind of an interesting fact. And here we have a Koopa girl, so let's talk to her. She looks important. Yes, we are. We can actually talk to Koops. He's in this house. And, he has a band-aid on his nose. Doesn't seem very strong, and he looks like a wimp, so... yeah, no real reason to talk to him, but let's continue on. Actually, let's not continue on, because I, accidentally made the video 30 minutes, and so that I don't have to post a giant 30-minute video which no one's going to watch, I decided I would split it in half here. So, next time on Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, we will head out to Schwank Fortress and do all that fun stuff. So anyway, see you guys next time.